Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union, and I wanted to talk a little bit about abandoning your ego and abandoning all the limiting beliefs and the lies in order for you to be able to manifest and experience, for example, a loving, healthy relationship with your specific person or whatever you label the relationship. Your deeper understanding and knowing in the core of your soul, like the true you knows who this person is. So if you feel this is like just somebody you're dating, if you feel this is your soulmate, or if you feel deep down, this is my other half, this is my mirror soul, this is my twin soul, my twin flame, whatever you label it, that is who they are, because deep down in your soul, you know them, you know who they are. So you can trust in that, and you can abandon any other lies or illusions of your ego, because that is just your fear. And you want to allow your fear, your fearful mind, to literally be filtered out. And that is what this entire mechanism is doing. So I'm going to read a little bit about Neville. I'll read a little from The Power of Awareness, Neville Goddard. But before I do, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're loving my content, because it does help me grow, and I really appreciate that. If you need help manifesting your specific person, feel free to email me a very short description to kim@coreunion.com. I will then reply to you with my next available session after you've booked through my website, and I made that super easy. You can book 30-minute or 60-minute sessions, or you can purchase a package, which makes meeting with me for regular support much more affordable, and that is currently the most popular thing. So I just want to read this, okay? So this is Chapter 4, Desire, The Power of Awareness, Neville Goddard. All transformation is based upon suggestion, and this can work only where you lay yourself completely open to an influence. Now, the influence that you're laying yourself open to is of love. And from my perspective, when it's in love and it's in full trust and surrender, you are allowing yourself to be completely influenced by God. And when you're allowing yourself to be completely influenced by God, you are literally surrendering over your free will, okay? So you must abandon yourself to your ideal as a woman abandons herself to love. For complete abandonment of self to it is the way to union with your ideal. In other words, you need to abandon yourself the same way like I abandoned myself being in love with my mirror soul, Hannah. Okay, you just abandon yourself completely and surrender to it. Okay. You must assume the feeling of this wish fulfilled until your assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. You must imagine that you are already experiencing what you desire. That is, you must assume the feeling of the fulfillment of your desire until you are possessed by it. And this feeling crowds all other ideas of your consciousness. Okay. So you really want to, this is just another way of saying the same thing that we say on almost every single video. You want to get super clear of what your end is, and then you want to immerse yourself in that end of being in the happy relationship with the person, with the love of your life. If you are constantly agitated, fearful, anxious, if you are constantly desperate to hear from or seek evidence from, or whatever the case is, angry, all of those things are not actually the true version of you. That is not you abandoning your ego, abandoning your fears, worries, and doubts. That is you staying and thinking from and feeling from and acting from the wound. So what you really want to do is get very, very clear of who you truly are, because God didn't create you to suffer. God didn't create you to be constantly desperate and anxious and sad and scared. That is your wound, which you projected onto your person. Okay. I know I say this in every one of my videos, but sometimes things are said from a different perspective, and then suddenly you get it. And I am affirming and intending that many of you guys watching this right now, this suddenly clicks and this will shift. I really want you to wake up in the morning knowing that every single morning when you wake up, you are renewing your mind, you are renewing yourself. And every morning that you wake up, you are shifting more and more into the new version of you. The new version of you is actually the true version of you. It's not that you are, I know that we always say recreating, and the truth is you're kind of just letting go of and stripping yourself of the lies and the illusions that say that you are not completely cherished, valued, loved, and adored by your person. Your person already loves you. As much as you love them, they already love you. All of the stuff that came up to the surface between the two of you guys was just stuff for you to be able to look at. And I know that it's painful, but that's part of the journey. It is there so you can heal. It is showing itself to you so you can heal. So if you imagine your 3D reality as being, we always talk about the mirror principle of reality, right? So I like to think of my 3D reality as the most sensory vivid, immersive, interactive 3D mirror, right? It is literally showing me all parts of myself. I'm conscious of 10% of who I am. Okay, so the 10% of who I am is, is all of the things that I want. It's all the things that I'm consciously, thinking of and desiring and all that stuff. And then there's like, what do we have? 90,000 thoughts that we are completely unaware of. And you don't have to find and monitor each and every one of those thoughts. Why? Because of how perfect this mechanism is. That your person, when you're ready for this deep, incredible, beautiful love that is on every level, the two of you guys have like compatibility on every single level. This is your one. This is your person. This is your true love. When you're ready for it, they're going to come into your life and you're going to know it and they're going to know it. Even if they're not conscious of it at first, you're going to know it and everything will be good. And then everything is going to come up. Why? So you can actually have this love, the love of your life. So you can look at each and every one of your deepest, darkest triggers, fears, worries, doubts, anything that's basically the barrier that you've put up between you and love is going to be shown to you. So you can process through. Your person wants everything that you want. And I know that you're like, well, in the 3D, they're saying they're this, they're saying that. That doesn't matter. It's all part of this. You have to stay focused on being the truest you that God created you to be. And trust, surrender over all of your fears and allow yourself to be healed. And it doesn't have to take long. You guys, some of you guys have been doing this for so long and you're getting too sucked into, you don't have to take forever to heal. Healing does not have to take long. Imagine if you had a friend over your house that you absolutely adore. You love this person so much. It doesn't matter what the relationship is, but you love them so much. Some people come, some friends, like they're complaining, they're worried, and they're always like in their own way. They're always in victimhood. They complain, but they never want to get out of their own way. They're just not ready. They're not ready to face the truth. They're always complaining. There's this perpetual state of the same over and over and over again. How tiring and exhausting is that? But imagine the friend that's actually ready to change and they come to you because they're ready to change and they are being completely open and vulnerable and they know exactly what they need to do. And they come to you and with all the love and compassion and empathy that you have, your friend literally crumbles in front of you just in a state of, I just need to be loved. All I need is to know that I'm loved and that I'm safe and secure. And I know that I'm ready, but I just feel really fearful. I feel alone. I don't feel loved. I don't feel important. I don't feel like I'm worthy or good enough. And if you knew that all this friend needed was for you to tell them all of those things and give them all the love that they need and hold them and shower them with so much support, and maybe take them out to their favorite show or take them out to dinner or do something special for them because you know them so perfectly. You know everything that makes them happy, and you're going to encourage them, eat right, exercise, get enough sleep, maybe stop doing this, maybe stop doing that. Imagine that friend is you. So all the stuff that's coming up right now, give that little part, all of those little parts of you that the light is shining on, the feeling of not being heard, being abandoned, being rejected, being ignored. All of that stuff is coming up So the little part of you that's feeling all those things just needs to be shown you are not being abandoned at all. You are completely loved. You're cherished by me. I love you. I adore you. You're secure. You're safe. When you can show up for yourself like that and trust and know that this was just coming up with your person, just so you could look at those wounds that are within you that you accidentally projected onto them because of your ex, because of your family, because of friends, because of society, because of all of this program that you didn't realize was happening to you. It happens to all of us. When you can actually love yourself and give yourself that love, then your person will be able to give you all of that love too. And then you won't need to get triggered anymore because you would have healed those triggers. So it doesn't have to take long, just like if you had a friend coming over tonight for dinner. Okay. Give yourself the love that it needs when you're getting the triggers. Another one of my videos, I talked about how I like to see triggers in 3 levels. Okay, so you have the first trigger. It's that you just literally can see it and say, yeah, that's not true. You shake it off. You go into your end, you say your affirmations, you're good to go. And then you're just enjoying life. You're enjoying love. You're living from the wish fulfilled. And then there's the trigger 2. That's the one that you try to do step 1 that I just said. And that agitation is still there. So in those moments, you got to give the little part of you the love like I just described. You got to love your dark, love your shadow, shine light on that shadow. The level 3 is when you've done step 1 and step 2, and boy, it's still there. This is like you want to, when it happens to me, I can't tell you, it gets a whole grip of my whole being, and I just could run. I could run so far and so fast. That is when you actually need to, okay, I need to forgive some people. I need to either like totally, completely surrender to this. I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive whomever's on the other end of this. I need to forgive, somebody from my past, those wounds that happened before. I need to release them and let them go. And then I do the inner work around that, like I've described in other videos. So guys, please start to really trust that if you could just abandon yourself to this whole entire process, abandon yourself to God, again, like the woman abandons herself to love, like I've completely abandoned myself to my baby Hannah. When you do that, you will process through much quicker. But again, you don't continue to seek all of the evidence outside of you because you know that the desire itself is the promise of the wish fulfilled. That is God's promise to you. Okay. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you need my help, feel free to email me, and have an amazing day. I love you.